feel like early on,
oh my
like,
gosh, oh my gosh, there was so much locker room talk.
Was one of the biggest misconceptions of the Indiana Fever. Like, maybe it was like locker room stuff.
And
everybody I talked to were like, we vibe, we're good.
I was like, what are we talking about?
What if everything you thought about the Fever's locker room drama was wrong? Aliyah Boston just cleared the air in a way that will flip the narrative. She directly takes on the rumors about Caitlin Clark and explains what actually happens behind those closed doors. But here's the twist. What she reveals isn't drama at all.
I don't know. Sometimes when you have a bad game personally, that takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
It's 100%. Not that you don't like the team. It's not like you. It's so easy for people to just make all these assumptions. Some people are like, oh my gosh, her body language, she was not happy. She hates this entire squad. But that takes a toll on you. Every single night we come out, we want to play good. And so like all the time there were locker room talks. I forgot what was the conversation one time.
It's something completely different that fans never expected. The way she talks about jokes, unity, and respect changes everything people thought they knew. And when she mentions Clark's eyes on the court, you'll realize the truth runs deeper than headlines. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just woke up. I can tell you what's happening right now, but all I know is we about to hoop. I woke up from my nap, getting ready to go to pregame. People are like, oh, they hate each other. They hate each other. We walked in the locker room. We're like, girl, you good? At 7 p.m., we got a game.
Yeah.
And that's that. Like, I hate when people get into this whole talking about what they think our locker room is like and what they think. I'm like, first of all, you're not in here.
Why did Aliyah Boston even feel the need to answer Sheryl Swoopes? That's the wild part. It wasn't about protecting herself. It was about stopping a story that never should have blown up in the first place. You've seen it before. One small clip hits socials, and suddenly it becomes proof of drama. With Caitlin Clark, that machine was running on overdrive. Every little moment became a talking point. If Clark didn't slap every hand after a free throw, people called it shade.
Whatever it was, and it was like, okay, well, but then you added in Caitlin, right? And everybody's like, oh, like they're gonna be this, this, and this. And now everybody's like, oh, you know what? We're gonna prove you wrong. Like, I think number one, like just last year, everyone, like when they see our name on the schedule, even though the year before we didn't win, like we won 13 games. Yeah, hell no, like that's how it is. And then this year too, obviously we go in the free agency and everybody's like, yeah, like they got, for us, we always think like you have to approach every season with like, we're winning this whole season.
If Boston looked serious in a huddle, it was labeled beef. That's the energy that pushed Boston to finally jump in and clear the air. It started when the online talk turned personal. Fans were breaking down clips like they were forensic evidence. Imagine watching a slowed-down edit of Clark walking past her teammates on the bench after a turnover, and a random fan on Twitter writing 2 paragraphs about how it showed hidden tension. None of it came from practice reports, none from actual journalists in the building. It was all stitched together from 3-second moments. The conversation expanded so much that commentators on national shows started hinting at locker room issues when there weren't any to begin with. That's the smoke Sheryl Swoopes added gas to. When Swoopes spoke on it directly, things leveled up. She didn't just say fans were noticing stuff. She leaned in and questioned whether Clark was vibing with her teammates. Coming from a Hall of Famer, that hit different. Suddenly, the talk wasn't just internet noise. It felt like a big inside scoop.
Instead of being the hunter, you're now the hunted.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I feel like it was definitely expected. If we don't, I guarantee you, you would never know there's a single problem. Why? Because that's none of your business, and we have more priorities, and that's winning.
No.
So you have no idea. And also, we're professionals. So if we want you to see something, you'll happily see it.
And when you mix that kind of credibility with millions of fans already invested, you get a wildfire. For Boston, who lives with those teammates every day, that had to feel like seeing strangers write fan fiction about your life, and then watching somebody you grew up respecting co-sign it. Social platforms made it worse. TikTok edits showing Clark missing a high five stayed on timelines for days. Reddit threads kept counting every eye roll during Fever games. Even Instagram reels were slowing down sideline footage as if someone uncovered Watergate. The craziest thing is fans weren't even being ironic. They actually believed body language meant lack of chemistry. Real reporters pointed out over and over that these ideas didn't come out of practice access or media interviews. They came straight from fan-made videos. It's wild to think how much power those short clips had in shaping public opinion.
It's like people need time to figure it out once again, but when you do figure it out, it's going to be scary. And I feel like that's what it was for us, and that was our approach. In our circle, we know exactly what we want to do. We also understand that it's a process. We understand that new faces, new coaches, like different style play for people joining us. So that was our mindset. And I think when you look at expectations, once again, expectations come from everyone outside.
Boston didn't duck from it though. She laughed at the idea that body language meant drama. She explained that what people thought looked shady was just fast decision-making. You're running back on defense. You're locked into the next possession. Your brain's already 3 steps ahead. Nobody on the court is worried about putting on a smile for TV cameras in that second. That's what people on the outside missed. And then Boston dropped a line that killed everything instantly. She said, "Girl did the thing, made the joke, moved on." And it turned all those edits into nothing.
And we're still like, listen, we are coming here to win this thing. Like, that's what it is. And that's not going to change no matter what, because you want to win. You're a competitor. You want to win. And that's just how we approach everything. It's definitely been a struggle. But I think just at the start of the season too, like, you know, you have your start of the season meetings and you're talking. And for us, it was about, listen, like, no matter what happens in the season, it's next woman up.
So this year, along with the initial change, it's just been, I mean, a frustrating year with injuries, not just to Caitlin, but obviously to Caitlin.
To her, the so-called drama was just teammates teasing each other and rolling into the game plan. No tension, no beef, no issue. The best part is this wasn't just Boston defending Clark. It showed something deeper. Think about it. These two spent college years battling each other at the highest level. South Carolina versus Iowa became one of the most intense rivalries in women's hoops. Now they're sharing a locker room, fighting past all that history, and building chemistry instead of friction. If anything, it's proof their connection is stronger than anyone expected.
Well, I know you and Caitlin love each other. Everybody knows you and Caitlin love each other. Is that what you're still saying that?
Yes. Okay. You're going to be amazing.
Yeah, you're going to be amazing. That's what it is. That's what it is.
They went from opponents to allies, and Boston made it clear the bond is as real as it gets. So when she explained how the Fever locker room stayed tight, it wasn't a surprise to her, but it was a revelation to people watching from the outside. For Boston, being on the same page with Clark wasn't even a debate, it was fact. And when you realize she sees their relationship as a cornerstone of the team already, the whole locker room beef story looks ridiculous. That's not just teammates working together, that's a foundation piece. And if that's the energy holding the Fever up right now, imagine how much more dangerous they'll look once the outside noise dies down. Boston didn't just respond to Sheryl Swoopes, she shut the door on the whole storyline. By speaking up, she showed that the Fever's bond is stronger than any outsider's opinion. That's what flips the narrative. Instead of rumors about chemistry, the story now becomes one about unity. And here's the thought. If they can stay this together while the noise is nonstop, what happens when that noise finally fades? The Fever aren't worried about drama, they're worried about wins. Their identity is already clear. They move as one. They play hungry, and they're chasing championships, not headlines.